To get a deeper understanding of governments, policies, and societal issues, we are here to present about how laws are important for maintaining such regulation of behavior in an individual. Before getting into the subject, the famous philosopher named Thomas Hobbes, in his book Leviathan, discussed that in the state of nature, man always revolt against the weaker personality. Everywhere, man is at conflict with one another. He tries to motivate to escape this chaotic nature of state by creating a social contract. Thus, through the social contract, he was able to prevent the loss of life and emphasize a strong government and social order, which resulted due to the lack of security and protection. So, a topic of discussion of why laws are significant is mainly to resolve the conflicts, to create a framework of interaction between the society and the governmental institutions, and further to eliminate or prevent the chaos, and finally to create a fair and just environment.
Hello, welcome to another episode. Today, my question would be: have you ever wondered why interaction between persons happen? Yes, it makes us to feel that we are there for one another. But in the communication era, the social interaction is facilitated by medium of internet. In such information era, data confidentiality matters because the world is also progressed in terms of communications. With that progressive data and the internet era, there is a chance of crimes happening, and we record it as e-crimes. These e-crimes appear as a challenge to individuals, organizations, and every sector thus pose threat, making them the victims of cybercrimes. So today our topic of discussion would align with cybercrime and cybercrime related laws. Assessing the serious nature of crime as well as its infusion in world character, a criminal conduct is required to combat it. The information technology defines any activity or behavior via computer or internet or any other means of technology is termed as cybercrime. Cybercrime is unlawful, it is an uncontrollable evil, and it is unlimited and unquantified medium. Crime against individuals includes stalking, harassment, dissemination of absence material, and defamation. The threat that the organization get from the cybercrimes were terrorism, piracy of software, and trafficking. Till now, law hasn't defined any specific term for what constitutes a cybercrime. That's why the law itself is in sterile state to include harsh or severe punishments to the offenses that are conducted through internet medium. To move further, let us know what types that cybercrime constitute. Firstly, cybercrimes related to child pornography. It is one of the most serious offense. Abusers utilize internet to reach out to sexually abused youngsters all over the world. They lure children onto internet in order to sexually attack them or exploit them as a sex object. The second list or category of crime related to hacking. Hacking requires an unauthorized device access. So, a target machine is set up for a desired purpose or service without the awareness or consent taken from the system owners. The third category of cybercrimes includes denial of service assault. There are numerous methods used by hackers to download a server. The fourth category includes virus dissemination. They install new applications that are classified as bugs, worms, or logic bombs. And further, computer forgery, credit card fraud, easily exchanged cash with computer stored cash, phishing, spoofing, cyber stalking, threatening salami attack. This was a major crime related to frauds, and they deducted tiny amounts from the bank's customers' accounts and deposit it into their account. Next, it is email bombing, data diddling, virus attacks, logic bombs, Trojan attacks, internet time thefts, cyber stalking, cyber squatting, cyber defamation, data driven attack, DNS spoofing, and electromagnetic intrusion. As the variety of crimes has been included, the perpetrators get cleverer day by day and use different sources to attain the finances or the demands with the medium of internet. And nextly, before getting into the laws that protect such offenses and saves the individuals from such fraudulent activities, we should know what areas does a cyber law holds. A cyber law is a thoughtful group conversations about core values and distinct benefits to society will persist. It was created for the purpose to cover a wide range of application and to protect people from becoming the victims of crimes. It goes on the line of ethical online behavior. Important components that cyber law covers are internet fraud, copyrights, defamation, harassment and stalking, freedom of expression, trade secrets, contracts, and employment law. The IT Act is the most significant because it directs the Indian legislation to strictly regulate the cyber crimes. Section 43 of IT Act talks about the penalty and compensation for the damage of computer or computer systems. Section 66 covers the computer related offenses. Section 66B describes the punishment for dishonestly receiving stolen computer resources or communication devices. Section 66C codifies the punishment for identity theft, and 66D a punishment for cheating by personation by using computer resources. The Indian Penal Code also covers relevant sections regarding to cyber frauds. And there comes the Companies Act. It acts as a directive and binds all the required technical legal compliances and puts the business that are less compliant in a legal bind. The recent NCRB report states that there has been an increase in the crime activity since 2020. It has been increased to 42.7% in 2022. Of them, the offences that cover under Section 66 of IT Act holds half of the percentage, that is 50%. The most likely affected states for cyber-related activities are Telangana and Karnataka. Karnataka stood as a hub of cyber crimes, whereas the classical crime rate has been decreased since 2022. The cybercrime related activities are a numbers game because several of the crime related offenses goes underreported. The Indian government efforts in regard to this are coordinated under I4C. SIMs, IMEIs were also disabled, and Indian government has established a portal related to national crime reporting with a helpline 1930. Measures taken to prevent cyber crimes. Firstly, cybercrimes prominence has been increased widely because majority of the population were not aware of the means and tools that the fraudsters use. So, uh, so one should ensure and aim to excel in creating awareness about the cyber literacy. And second thing, majority of the activities are related to financial frauds. So banks and credit cards should be renewed on timely basis. Further, to keep our devices secure, we should be conscious to keep the intruders away from the computer. means such as unique or strong password with 8 characters, and not keeping the same password for every online service one use, and to enable a two-step verification in one system, or installing antivirus or firewall software in devices one's devices, and also not clicking any fraudulent mails that aim to ask for our personal information. These measures helps us to be precautioned about our data to be secured in an electronic device. Cyber laws and social behavior are intertwined, as laws governing online conduct influence and are influenced by how people interact online. These cyber laws aim to regulate online activities, protect users, and prevent cybercrimes, while social behavior reflects the norms and practices people adopt in digital space. To conclude, our mind is unfathomable. What looks impeccable or impenetrable today may not be so tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice